Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. This is Sonia Falayon, and it's June 12th already, and I'm delighted to be here this evening because I have some great announcements that I want to share this evening. Um, we are halfway through the year, which I cannot believe the time has gone so fast. And I know most of you out there have been busy working on your projects and getting things done. And I, just like you, have been working on some things as well. And I would say for the last year, I've been working on a project that I want to share with you this evening. So tonight, I want to talk about an initiative that I've started here in Lakeside, Mexico, in Chapala, Jalisco, Mexico. And so tonight I want to talk to you about the Olmecs residencies of Lake Chapala, which are designed to offer artists and creatives and innovatives, as well as their allies, BIPOC artists, creatives, and innovators, as well as allies, an opportunity to rest and to tap more into creativity. Um, we are actually now open for application. And I want to talk to you really about the two residencies and then the other opportunity that is available as well. So, the first thing I want to do is to talk about the Olmecs Residencies of Rest for BIPOC artists, creatives, and allies of the global majority. So, whether we're talking about BIPOC artists or artists of the global majority, we're talking about artists that have been systematically excluded and marginalized over the years, and who have faced special challenges due to that marginalization. BIPOC typically has stood for Black, Indigenous, persons of color. And when we talk about the global majority, we're also talking about that group. So, depending on the language that you want to use, those are the artists that we're specifically targeting. Now, for those of you who are not aware, I came to Mexico. My second trip to Mexico was as an artist residence, a resident artist here in Chapala, Mexico. I came in the summer of 2021. I had always wanted to have an immersive experience in Mexico where I could practice on my Spanish. But I was also at a point in life where I really wanted and was ready and able to affect a change. Having been a commissioned textile artist and musician um, for about 30 years now, I had been accustomed to attending residencies to work on my skills as a textile designer. So I would take a week or 2 weeks off. Every now and then, I might take a month off to work on my craft and to find some time just to recharge. Um, uh, Having gone through divorce, I also was the primary caregiver for my mother for the last 5 years of her life. And I also had a child who I was homeschooling, and was in her senior year of high school. So around that time, a lot of things were going on. But during those years that I was taking care of my mother, I would take some time out for myself, just as self care, so that I could always have some projects for myself that I thought were important to work on, and also as diversion and also sort of as therapy. But I had never ever taken more than a month off, and I would take a month off only on occasion. So the opportunity came for me to come to Chapala, Mexico for a self-directed residency. The stars aligned just perfectly. My mother had passed away. My daughter, my last remaining child at home, was uh, had graduated, and I was at a point where I really was an empty nester and I had some extra time to myself. So I wanted to go and spend some extended time in a residency experience. I was working on an installation at that time regarding some handmade and handcrafted items that I had dyed in indigo. And I wanted the opportunity to not only rest, but also to reflect and to have another opportunity to review my work and have a different relationship with my materials. So I was here for 2 months, and that experience of unhooking for an extra amount of time, honestly it changed the whole trajectory of my life. So I came here from June until August. Before I left Mexico, I had an apartment and I had made the decision to move here at the end of September. I know everyone cannot do that, but the stars had aligned perfectly for me, and I knew that it was the right decision because this community felt like home to me. Also, the weather has been perfect, the community has been so welcoming, and this actually is a haven for artists. Fast forward another year and a half, I actually participated in and helped design a residency for BIPOC artists here at Chapala. It was a successful experience. Um, However, the overall outcomes, as far as I was concerned, were not really beneficial to me in terms of being able to extract from the experience what I had put in and what I'd hoped for it. So that became the catalyst really for me to design and host my own residency retreat. So the two programs I want to talk to you about tonight are the Olmecs residencies at Lake Chapala, which is for BIPOC artists, creatives, innovators, as well as their allies. Now, what is an ally? Let me tell you what an ally is, because I wrote down some things that I did not want to forget. Let me find my notes here, because I think this is very important. So, what is an ally to a BIPOC artist? What is an ally to an artist of the global community? Well, let me share with you what what I mean by that. An ally to a BIPOC artist is one who listens and learns and actively seeks to understand the experiences and the perspectives and the struggles of BIPOC artists. This is the person or persons who acknowledge the historical and systemic inequalities that have or may have affected uh, the careers and the impacts of those injustices on their creative expression. The other thing about an artist, an ally, that's very important is this is a person who does center the voices of BIPOC artists. They prioritize and amplify the work and the voices of those artists. They recognize that their agency, and they recognize the artist's agency and autonomy in the process. They also respect the need for safe boundaries and safe spaces for persons in marginalized communities, and they don't take it personally when people decide that they need to meet among themselves to talk about their own special issues. They don't take it personally, they're not offended. They graciously allow that space, that safe space, for people to express themselves. The third aspect of an ally is one who shares power, who shares resources and decision making power. And they also share opportunities with BIPOC artists. And they recognize the contributions of those artists in addition to and alongside of their own. Number four, an ally is one who challenges their own perceptions and their own biases through ongoing self reflection in order to create a more equitable and inclusive environment. And right now, in this time where we're eliminating DEI, where we are eliminating the contributions and the voices and the histories of BIPOC people, this is very, very, very important. And I think the last thing that's important to me is that an ally supports collective empowerment and community building and recognizes that the success of BIPOC artists is intertwined with the success of their communities. So, those are some things to think about. So, if you are an ally and you want to attend our residency, you are certainly welcome. We need spaces where we all can grow and thrive. And I am hopeful that the space that we're creating here in Chapala will allow for a more, there's a siren going through. Okay. I am hopeful that this is part of creating, continuing to create an ongoing creative, immersive, inclusive, thriving community where we all can grow. Um, the next thing that I want to say is that the second residency offering that we have is called the Lake Mist Personal Retreat. And let me see if I had any comments here. Okay. The Lake Mist Personal Retreat, I think this is very important too, and it's for caregivers, academic faculty who are needing respite, community-based nonprofit managers, and women in transition. And women in transition can be uh, persons who are gender expansive. This is a woman-centered, non-binary experience for those who've been engaged in caregiving activities, like I said, nonprofit management, faculty members who are needing respite, women who are in transitions in their lives. This is it's very important to have some time to rest and to focus on what you need as a person. We feel that that persons in those roles often don't get the time that they need or the space that they need. Having been in every one of those positions at certain times, the idea of being able to rest and lay my burdens down in a safe space would have been absolutely wonderful. Probably would have saved me a couple of mental health crises, and I certainly could have short circuited a couple of periods of extreme burnout. So we want to welcome people to come to Chapala to have these experiences. The location will be Sojourners Vista del Lago, which is our bed and breakfast here in Lake Chapala. Especially during seasons of transition, we really are going to roll out the red carpet for artists and for persons coming in for rest, so that we can really have a sustainable way of utilizing our building. It's a lovely place. And the wonderful benefit of these residency programs is more than likely you'll have most of the building to yourselves. These are small immersive experiences, only 1 to 3 people at a time, more than likely. If somebody wants to share a room, which may or may not happen, we could have more capacity. But the idea is to create an intimate experience in a real Mexican town, not a tourist experience. But you'll get a chance to actually interact and become a part of a community where people are riding on horseback a good portion of the time. You can walk over to the Zocalo around the corner from us and do some journal writing. We are also planning some wonderful activities to enrich your experience and your time that you're staying with us. Now, each residency provides an opportunity to rest, reflect, and renew in your mind, body, and spirit. And so I want to tell you a little bit about what each of these experiences will include. Residents can stay for either a 14, 21, or 28-day stay. And the retreat includes a welcome breakfast, and depending on how many weeks you stay, spa sessions and coaching. Some of the things that our residents can choose from include professional facial, massage, mani-pedi, swimming, a day trip or trips to the mineral springs, We have a quantum hypnosis practitioner on board. They can participate in a NEPI ceremony when available, which is a sweat lodge ceremony, or they can have an energy work session, I think I said a massage already. Residents will have access to our communal kitchen facilities, living and dining area, a rooftop mirador, all sorts of amenities that will be available to them. And also if you're into golf, we have golf memberships. You can have access to reduced rates at the golf course, which is less than a mile away from us. And we are, as are speaking, working on horseback riding. So those are some of the things that are available. Um, there will also be some coaching available as part of the service, some financial wellness coaching as well. We also have the ability to create extra day tours with our collaborating members. Uh, there are several day trips that we can easily arrange through our concierge service to some of the neighboring cities, Guadalajara and some of the other communities. There's a couple other magical towns that we can arrange time for you to visit. The other thing is Mexico is well known for its medical tourism. So we do encourage you while you're here to get some dental work done. It's a good time to get dental cleaning, X-rays, lab work, and also non-invasive cosmetic services. You can get them at a much lower cost here, and the services are excellent. And if that's something that you're interested in, we can help through our concierge service to arrange that as well. So we've talked about the two residencies, the Olmecs Artist Residency of Rest for artists, creatives, and allies. We also talked about the Lake Mist personal residencies. And the other thing that we can offer when we have time, we can offer a week long sojourn or a shorter amount, a sojourn for a shorter amount of time. All of the experiences are specifically curated to our guests' needs. Uh, we have a conversation with you before you come to help curate the best experience for how you will use your time here. The other thing that I think is really important is that, unlike many artist residencies where you're expected to produce a body of work, there is no such expectation for this residency. You use the time as you see fit. If you want to sleep the whole time you're here, that's your business. Um, but what we do encourage is that you do allow yourself time to rest and reflect and renew. One of the biggest challenges that I find is the difficulty to get off the hustle and grind wheel. And so we really insist those first couple of days that you take some time out to yourself, relax, stretch, get settled in before you start filling up your time with a bunch of activities and errands. It's really important that you allow your body and your mind to begin to make a shift. We are so programmed into production in the United States that it does take some time for us to make those adjustments, not just in terms of our time, but in terms of our bodies and our minds. We also have sabbatical stays, and those are for people who want to stay for 2 months or longer. Now, if you are interested in, let me see, if you are interested in spending time with us, oh, that's not the right one. Hang on. Please reach out to us at residencies@olmexlc.com. That stands for Olmecs Lake Chapala.com. Um, we do require an interview, a Zoom interview, uh, because we want to make sure that we're aligned in terms of your expectations and the location and what you can expect from us. So applicants will submit a brief bio, a reference, and a personal statement, and they will be interviewed online via a virtual meeting. Uh, I'm really pleased also to share that our that we have some great ancillary staff. Uh, we have someone on the United States side who's helping to recruit and to put information together. Her name is Latanya Johnson. We have we have an artist, an anthropologist who's here in Chapala, Momo Brown, who will be helping artists as need be to look at the historical significance of what they're working on in relation to the Mexican culture. We also have a cultural liaison to the municipality of Chapala and everything related to art in the municipality. And his name is Sergio Uhuelta. I'm really excited to have these amazing people working alongside of me to help make this a wonderful experience. Um, I think if there was anything else I wanted to say, talked about the three different programs. Oh yes, I'm also really pleased to announce another initiative that I'm just really thrilled about, and that is we have just completed our two site visits from two HBCU uh, colleges, and faculty was here in Chapala just last week to complete those site visits. So I'm really delighted to say that we will be having HBCU students coming. Motorcycles going by. We will have HBCUs coming as part of a learning immersive experience through two social work programs, two HBCU social work programs. We are in the process now of getting all the paperwork and the legal work together, but I'm so excited to know that we will have HBCU students coming to Chapala to participate in a learning experience. If you know of an HBCU or university that is interested in crafting a learning agreement for students, please reach out to let us know. I'm just really delighted about this, having been a field supervisor for several universities in social work in North Carolina. This is just, I'm just excited about the opportunity to be able to share and assist and expand the learning of these global scholars who will be coming to Chapala and sharing with us. So those are the things that I wanted to share. We're just really excited about it. Having new visitors, having more young people coming into town, having more opportunities to connect with the arts. Um, I've just kind of scratched the surface in terms of what we have planned, but we are so excited about all that we do have planned for the artists and creatives, innovators, for the women in transition, for caregivers, for nonprofit managers, burned out faculty. We have something for you that's going to be really, really special. And we're really excited about it. I am really just excited about it. I've been sitting on this for a while, and I'm delighted to finally be able to get it out and out into the world. If you're on my mailing list, you'll be getting some information about our retreats in your inboxes in the morning. If you are not on on any of my mailing lists, please reach out to me. You can reach out to me at residencies at olmexlc.com. Let me know that you'd like to be on my personal mailing list, my coaching mailing list, or if you'd like more information about the program. Uh, I will also send you the link so that you can look at the program directly, and you can also at that time request more information and an interview. So I think that's really all that I wanted to share right now. Um, we're constantly working on additional and new partnerships. Um, I'm looking forward to connecting artists to Michelle Wedderburn in San Miguel. We've got a great liaison host set up in Guadalajara who's willing and ready to take on some day tours. And we have also some other drivers that are all set and ready to go to explore some of the local magical towns in the area. So we're excited about it. Um, Reach out to us for information. Uh, I'm posting this on our Sojourners Vista del Lago uh, YouTube channel. I'm posting this on my YouTube channel. And also, I'm streaming to one of my Facebook pages. I'm getting ready to add another page. So that's all I have to say right now. I'm sure once I get off here, I will remember some things that I forgot. But reach out to us for information. If you're not subscribed to my channel, Mind and Mana, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I really appreciate your interaction. And if you have not subscribed to our Bed and Breakfast YouTube channel, that is Sojourners Vista del Lago, Your Soft Landing at Sojourners Vista del Lago. We are in Chapala, Mexico. We are not in Italy. We are in Chapala, Mexico. Chapala, Mexico. We are actually in the town of San Nicolas de Ibarra, and we are in the municipality, the municipal area of Chapala, Jalisco, Mexico. Reach out to us. Let us know that you see us on here. Like, comment, subscribe, share. We really appreciate it. I appreciate you being on here this evening, and I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. Thanks so much.